Come on now.
Sean Berry. Sean Berry.
Yo!
This is the type of redneck y'all coming up.
Murder!
What did you do, Daddy?
Hey,
what did you do?
You know something? The Ku Klux Klan don't wear no hood no more. They got these cowboy hats.
Murder!
Make sure you get a plaque.
The Ku Klux Klan got these cowboy hats on.
Yo!
You need to get Danny Young out here.
That's who we're looking for.
Danny Young.
Oh.
Danny Young.
Oh, come on, brother.
That's right, brother.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're looking for Danny Young.
Yo!
We're looking for Danny Young.
But what about you, redneck? You ain't no good.
We're looking for Danny Young.
Why don't you go get Danny Young?
We're looking
Flowers?
for Danny Young.
Why don't you go get Danny Young, Flowers?
Most of those flowers in the damn clan. Most of the ones I know.
Yeah. We got brother Robert Muhammad. Come on up, brother Robert.
Come on.
We got great grandfather here. They lined up on us.
Okay, come on.
Put your hands on me. What's your name?
White boy name.
Suman? Violated my rights. That's all right. Anybody pray to you.
All right.
Come on, brother Robert.
Yeah, come on, Papa.
Come on, Minister Robert.
Thank you.
Yo!
I appreciate you.
Mohammed.
Oh, here we go, bro.
Yo!
All right, I'm good.
I'm one of the students of Robert Muhammad.
Yo!
Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad,
Yo!
Amen.
Hewitt P. Newton,
Yo!
Khalid Abdul Muhammad,
Yo!
Harriet Tubman,
Love!
Nat Turner.
Love!
But this is a living teacher we had.
Did my
We
blessing!
still have.
Gabriel
God
Apostle!
third man.
Fatty Lou Hamer!
God fighting me.
Qualified good account.
Qualified,
Ida B. Wells.
bona fide,
Love! Certified!
certified,
Love! Modified!
freedom fighter.
Love!
You messed up.
Robert Muhammad.
Huh?
Thank
But you can't answer that, dude, can you?
Great student! Minister!
How many black rights you done violated? How many rights you done violated? How many?
One-on-one.
I'm asking you a question, how many?
5 or 10 of y'all.
There we go.
They done
violated about
15 just now.
In the name of the Lord, the beneficent person.
Shame on you.
I bear witness there is but one God, the creator of all things, the revealer of all truths, the sender of all prophets, messengers, and warners. We thank Allah for Moses in the Old Testament. We thank for Jesus and the Gospels. We thank you for Prophet Muhammad and the Holy Quran. We thank you for all of our sages, our teachers, our leaders, our messengers, our girats, our guides. We stand here today for and with the Wright family.
Line up.
And all we ask, hold up, hold up.
No, he can move. I'm sorry. Come on.
I want to say to the Department of Public Safety,
Come on.
we did not drive here to get on television
Justice!
or for there to be a sound bite
No.
Peace!
or for there to be a press clipping.
That's it.
Respect!
We came here
Love!
to seek justice
Justice!
for Alfred Wright.
That's
Yo!
it.
The reason why we came to your location
Thank you.
is because a member of your organization, Danny Young, has been alleged to be implicated
Yes.
in the after fact of covering up what happened
Yes.
to Alfred Wright.
Yes.
Now, I'm coming to you in one sense, as the scripture said, come let us reason together.
Love!
This is a public facility,
Yo!
and if we obey the law,
Yo!
we continue to pay our taxes.
Yo!
Yes, we do.
We're so-called citizens under your constitution,
Come on.
True.
and we should be able to speak to a spokesperson,
That's right.
Teach.
supervisor, or someone in charge.
Yes.
That's it.
If you so choose that you want to say to us, well, only 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 can come, and what order in which we come, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But to push down our elders,
Yes.
to intimidate our women and us
Yes.
Yes.
is simply unacceptable.
Yo, Papa!
Now, as the spirit comes in me, I have to say to you that I didn't drive all the way up here to tiptoe through the tulips,
Yes.
dilly-dally in the valley.
Yo, Papa.
I came to deliver a final call.
Yes, Lord.
All right.
Yes, my Lord.
I'm speaking not just on behalf of Alfred Wright,
That's true.
but for those nameless
Yes, Lord.
persons who lie in the bottom of bayous and rivers,
Whoa, speak.
to the strange fruit
Come on.
that are hung from trees in
Yes,
this
Lord.
county and throughout Texas in the south and the north.
Lord, Lord.
I speak for those who have no voice,
Lord.
who cannot be heard,
Poor people.
who when law enforcement was informed of these lynching and these murders,
Lord.
sometimes were the participants in them.
Woo.
We have a right to be suspicious.
Yes, Father.
We have a right to demand justice.
Yes, Father.
Right now, as we speak, the criminal injustice system locks up our sons in
Yes.
disproportionate
Yes.
numbers.
Yes, Father.
On death row, we find the undereducated that your school system has failed.
Exactly.
In the hospital, we find our elders and our women and our children suffering from the health care disparities in this state. And we have a governor that won't even take the Medicaid for the poor.
Poor
Come
people.
on.
There comes a time when we say to law enforcement that you have to clean up your own house because God is on the scene today.
Love, speak.
And what I want to say to you is that you have guns, you have the equipment, you have the special tactical forces.
Yo.
You are prepared for anything that we do. But
Yo.
I'm here to tell you that I represent the Son of Man.
Yo, Papa. Yo.
And our people are the God-fearing Christian people.
Love.
But for the most part, they worship Jesus as prophet and priest and
Love.
prince.
Come on.
But I'm here representing him as Jesus the Christ.
Hey.
The one who is near the throne, who is the Son of Man,
Tough.
who controls rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes, drought, pestilence. That one that's coming in the clouds at the end, at the head of 10,000 saints to
Whoa.
execute judgment, to
Whoa.
set down every tyrant and wrongdoer that has ever done anything.
Thank you, Father.
And I'm here to say to you that he does not look like the Son of Man movie.
Thank
Come
you.
He's not blonde hair and blue eyes.
Thank you.
He has hair like lamb's wool and feet like Brenner's brass burnt in the oven.
Father.
In fact, he looks like Alfred Wright.
Yo,
He
yo.
looks like James Byrd.
Whoa.
He looks like those men on death row and that are in the TDC system. He looks like our sons that you continuously to kick out of school
Yes.
disproportionately than your own.
Yes.
He looks like the 400,000 black men and women serving in the United States Army forces fighting for a justice we can't get here in America.
Yo.
So when we come to you
Yo.
and we speak to you about justice and wanting to sit and talk with you and reason with you, you respond by pushing down our elders.
84 years
wow,
old.
wait. Wow, and our
You got it
sister,
on tape.
our mother,
84 years old.
women.
There's
Oh,
something
God.
wrong with that,
Very
Lord
professional.
Jesus.
and you have to answer for that.
Thank you, Father.
Alfred Wright's blood
Yes.
cries out for law enforcement are the thin blue line
Well,
between chaos and community.
Yo.
Listen to me well.
Well put.
Your brothers,
Yo.
Caucasian, at gun shows all across this country,
that's true.
buying weapons,
Yo.
True.
not for some inner city Negroes they think are gonna rise up.
No.
They're buying weapons for you
Whoa.
because they really think that you are the instrument of this new world government that's coming to take away their rights.
Whoa.
They think that you work for the United Nations and you're the ones they're gonna be shooting at.
Lord Jesus.
Because they cannot stand the injustice that we as black people have taken all of these years.
Yo, Papa.
Come on.
Santa Anna did a couple things to you. You started a revolution that took over his whole country called Tejas.
Come on.
Wow.
Say that.
Your brothers from England did a few things to you. If you can read the Declaration of Independence, all the things that were done to your cousins, and you picked up guns and overthrew the government that were here.
Yes,
Come
Father.
on.
Yet black people have suffered 310 years of chattel slavery, 120 years of Jim Crow, 12 years of Ronald Reagan.
Yes.
And now today,
Jesus.
this evil, wicked, taking away of our so-called voting rights,
Whoa.
Come on.
making school unaffordable.
Allah, Akbar.
Yes.
So they see what you do to us here, so it's not like you can do it in isolation.
Yo, Papa.
Where do we get to New York?
So when you have your meeting, when you discuss who was here, when you go through the files of whose pictures you've taken while we were here, and as you do your investigation on our investigating you, talk to one another. We want to see Danny Young. We want to see somebody in charge.
Thank you.
Because this is the final call.
Yo.
One day,
Whoa.
one day, very soon,
Yo.
justice will be delivered by a mighty God.
Justice.
And he will, right now, whoever's in charge, we like to speak with someone.
That's right.
Yo.
Speak to Danny Young. If he's not here, then the next one next to Danny Young. We want to speak to somebody that can give us or Miss Wright and her family a reasonable answer.
Yo.
That's what we asked for. That's what we're here. And then from here, we're going to our town hall meeting where we will organize, strategize for the future.
Yo.
This is the final warning and the final call.
Might as well be here.
And what happens in here
Might as well tell everybody to
will
come
be seen
here.
around the world.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
So we thank you for listening to us.
Thank you, Papa.
We hope that this word got to you.
Thank you.
And when you go home, and if you go home,
Yo.
get down on your knees and pray to God.
Yo.
But when judgment comes,
Yo.
God is no respecter of person. You don't care about your uniform or what office you hold.
Speak,
Or
Papa.
what secret
So
society
this
you
is all
belong to?
that we have to
What
say.
set you roll with?
And this time we want to see somebody
Whoa.
that can tell us
Whoa.
how Miss Wright can speak to someone in authority.
Yo.
Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
We would like to speak to Danny Young.
Yo.
Danny Young.
Danny Young.
Danny Young.
Yo.
We want Danny Young.
Yo.
want Danny Young.
We want Danny Young.
Yo.
Danny Young, you not gonna come to the people?
Danny Young.
Danny Young, not gonna, you gonna leave the door open?
Danny
Y'all gonna leave the door open? You gonna lock the door during business hours?
Shut it down.
What kind?
Breaking the law right there.
They breaking it
They
out.
breaking the law right there. They don't lock the
Shut them
building.
You're not gonna bring y'all some cars, man.
The law.
Shut them down.
Y'all gonna lock the door during business hours?
I hope y'all getting this good. Shut him down.
The door is
Where does Danny Young live?
Shut him down.
You can't live too far. You got to live in Jasper.
Where's the?
Danny Young don't want to come here. We gotta go to Danny Young's house. Where does Danny Young live? Oh yeah, we already got the address. What do we want?
Justice.
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 Justice for Alfred Wright.
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 How cowardly they are. You unlock the door?
Dan, come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. Come out, talk to us,
You
Dan.
gonna lock down
Come
the
on,
city
Dan.
now? I think we should go to Danny Young's house. Danny
What's the
Young gonna
idea?
come
We can
here.
talk about that. Where he live?
We got to live in
Public
Jasper. I
service
understand.
should be listed. Somebody Google
Go ahead
it.
and Google Danny Young.
Google that's right.
Google it.
We would like to speak to
Come,
Danny
Danny.
Young.
We're gonna
ASAP.
come pay you a visit, guy. We're gonna come pay you
Danny
a
Young
visit.
knew we was coming. We sent him an official
That's right.
notice.
We're gonna come and tell your neighbors about you, Dan.
Come on, Danny Young. You causing
Neighbors
an
don't know what
uprising.
you do, Dan. And if they do, they should be
Look what you
ashamed.
done, Danny Young.
We're gonna come see you, Dan.
Look what you done, Danny Young. Where are you? You taking a meth break?
Wait, so taking a meth break.
Where you at, Danny Young?
Talk to you, Dan.
Where are you, Danny Young?
What an afternoon. What a display of professionalism.
Make sure
They
that
knocked it all
we
in
get
on the
plenty of
crowd.
footage
And Daddy isn't even
Don't
here. It's
respect-
really incredible.
to get to the promised land on Pharaoh's chariot. The media will most definitely wipe this out. So we must make sure that we get this out like we had to go before.
Everybody kind of
Buckle up, buddy. It's going to be a rough ride.
Who you is that, sir? Have you seen the left one? Did you get the video? Don't worry about it, we got it.
Very professional.
We got it. Push the old lady down, every 30-year-old woman, huh? To block us out of public buildings doing business hours.
Buckle up, buddy. It's going to be a rough ride.
Buckle up, buddy. Here you go, Baba Zaid.
What's the next one?
Oh, let's see.
Brothers and sisters, now y'all see for yourself how cowardly these people are.
You got a problem. You call these guys, they're going to knock your grandmother down.
What kind of people are we dealing with? And y'all still want to stay here up under their leadership and rulership? I don't think so. It's time for us to take this to the United Nations, brothers and sisters.
That's what I said.
It's time for us to take this to the United Nations.
Yes.
We have team members.
Oh, yes.
Secretary Obama.
DC, here we come. New York, here we come.
How many cities?
Here we come.
The United Nations.
Danny, when we get your address, we're going to pay you a visit. We're going to talk to your neighbors.
They just violated our civil rights. What the civil rights supposed to protect? Public access for African. Over 7, in Houston alone, we got 7,000 signatures against police brutality.
What a show. A professional.
We know these are all systems of white supremacy. Ms. Wright wanted to speak to Danny Young. Danny Young's too cowardly to show up. But today is the second strike. As we told you before, we'll keep coming back.
We shall return. Will our circle
shall
be
come
on?
out.
That's right.
But our next move, family. Family, let's come on in.
Circle up.
Come on in, family.
Orders are being given.
Come on in,
Back
family.
power.
Don't worry, we're not going to go up against the pigs. Just come on in. They over there guarding the grass in the ditch. Come on in, family. Let's get around Mother Wright. Let's get around Miss Wright. They want to get her isolated.
But see, that was made up from the beginning from Tom Maddox, the sheriff of Sabine County. He never even asked us about his character. He just literally came up with, this is undoubtedly a drug case.
Those statements have been, the drug case statements have been planted from the Sheriff's Department through Facebook. They've said it privately. Danny Young even said that. They keep throwing the Texas Rangers, they keep throwing this drug thing out there to kind of distract. And coincidentally, all of a sudden, his autopsy shows all these different types of drugs where there's no evidence of Alfred having any kind of drug use, where he has multiple character references of him being actually a responsible person, healthy, and the like. So right now, the drug thing is a distraction. Like where you asked that question, it's total distraction. It distracts you away from the fact how mutilated his body was, which is the basics.
Okay. People watching this, what do you want them to know?
Join us, join justice, join a fight for human rights. This is rights for Alfred Wright, and this is human rights. And it's not being attacked aggressively enough. It wasn't by the Sheriff Rangers, or by the Texas Rangers, by the Sheriff Department, and by the DOJ. The Department of Justice is not acting aggressively enough for something that's so blatant in a common sense murder, common sense wrong. So we need the Justice Department, we need them to step up, we need loud voices, we need pop culture, we need everyone to get involved, from white, black, Islam, Jew, Christian, everyone to get involved, because it's a human rights issue here in Jasper, Texas.
That's right, Brother John.
Sad thing is, it won't be played on the news.
That he was a Christian individual and that he loved love.
And one more thing. Alfred is going to be the spark of a revolution for human rights here in America, especially for those people of African descent.
That's right.
We all deserve basic rights that have been written in paper but haven't been properly executed by our government, and we need that.
That's right. That's right.
Justice for Alfred Wright.
J-A-Y-M-O-R-R-I-S-O.
Let's get in the circle.
Let's get in the circle, family. Come on, we get in a circle right here around Mother Wright. Well, somebody got some water? Somebody got some water? A bottle of water?
Everybody remember what this is about. This is about justice. Let's not be distracted.
Come on, let me get a couple of African warriors. Let's call up our ancestors.
Whoa.
Let's call up our ancestors. Here, Baba.
Love. Come on.
Four directions.
Tap the ground. Call up our ancestors.
Love.
For the
four
spirit of
directions.
Alfred Wright.
Black love.
Call up our ancestors.
North,
Black
Be
love.
with us.
south,
Black love.
Justice
the
on
east.
this land.
Black love.
west,
Bring the people out that killed
for the
Alfred
James
Wright.
Byrne, Ashe.
Bring justice to this family.
Black love.
Right,
Expose
Ashe.
them.
Love.
Let them have nowhere to turn.
Black
George
love.
Davis,
Nowhere to
Ashe.
turn.
Black love.
Rise up
Trayvon
the black
Martin,
warriors.
Black
Ashe.
love.
Rise up the black
For
warriors.
Oscar
today.
Grant,
love.
The
Ashe.
African descendants that
For
never
Kendrick
got
Johnson,
justice.
Black
Ashe.
Be a part of that 144,000
Justice.
warriors.
Black love.
Take this land.
In the name of all those ancestors whose names we know and don't know,
Black love.
lost and stolen,
Black
all
love.
stolen,
Hampton, I say.
Black love.
Harriet
Ashe.
Nat
Ashe.
Turner.
The warrior class coming forward.
Fannie Lou Hamer.
Khalid Abdul Muhammad, Ashe.
Martin
love.
Luther
For
King.
Malcolm, Ashe.
Ella Baker.
For Martin, Ashe.
Black
Emmett
love.
Till.
Fannie Lou, Ashe.
Ida
For
B.
Emmett Till, his family's in the mix, Ashe.
Elijah Muhammad.
Call them all, call them all.
Shaka
May our circle be unbroken. Shaka Sankofa, innocent, lynched by the state of Texas. Ashe. Call them all, call them all, call them all.
Black
For
love.
the north,
Black
the
love.
south, the east,
Black
the
love.
west. We say
Black
Ashe,
love.
Ashe, 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 Ashe,
Black love.
Ashe,
Black love.
Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Justice for Alfred Wright. Will our circle
Black love.
be unbroken?
Black love.
North, the south, the east, the west.
Black love.
Ashe, Ashe.
Black love. Black love. Thank you, Father. Black love. Black love.
All right, we got it. We protecting it.
Bow down to you.
By the way, let the
Tough.
record reflect
Yo.
that in spite of all this madness that you witnessed, even though the punk, coward, Klan, cracker, covered up, corrupt police, Danny Young didn't show, by virtue of your dignity, by virtue of your strength,
Yo.
by virtue of your courage,
Yo.
by virtue of your dignity,
Yo.
you shut these no good bastards down.
Yo.
You did that today.
Yo.
Shut him down.
You cleaned that shit.
Yo.
That's right.
Pardon me for being so rough and raw.
That's true.
But you had to embarrass these giant
Yo.
no good peckerwoods
That's true.
who instead of upholding the law,
right, we did.
violate the law in front of everybody.
That's true.
Shame the devil.
Shame 'em.
Stone the devil when the time comes.
Come on.
But claim your victory. Steal your circle. You will our circle be unbroken. Victory belongs to the righteous.
All right, family, as we go in our cars, we're gonna go to, we're gonna stay together tight. We're gonna leave from here and go to the church, to Alfred Brothers Church.